Thank you for joining me here tonight. We are looking at a live severe thunderstorm approaching the city of Frankfort, Kentucky. This storm will be capable of producing hail up to 1 inch in diameter and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. If you're on the path of this storm, get indoors now, alright? If you're in Shelbyville, Southville, or Hooper in Kentucky, please move indoors. We have another severe thunderstorm out in Indiana. This one is going to be approaching Lamar, Fulda, St. Minrad, New Boston, and Maxville soon. This one will be capable of also producing hail up to 1 inch in diameter, but only 50 mile per hour winds are possible with this storm. And that's not all, everybody. We have another thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm warning, all the way out here in California. This is for the city of Santa Barbara, California, where we have some severe thunderstorms sweeping onto shore here from the Pacific, right? So these storms are actually capable of producing even a little bit of rotation right now near the Monticello area. We are seeing some weak broad rotation, so they have actually slapped the tornado possible tag on this severe thunderstorm warning, all right? So again, you need to be moving indoors. This is a pretty intense atmospheric river out here in California, which, by the way, has no association with the storms that we're seeing in the Ohio Valley right now. These are two completely different storm systems. This one out here in Indiana is starting to have a little bit of an uptick in its lightning production. We are seeing quite a few strikes now. The one out near Frankfort, Kentucky, honestly is not even doing that much lightning, but the hail is pretty impressive with it. And then it's also got some gusty to even damaging winds possible with it. Right now we're seeing about up to 50 miles per hour on the radar, alright? So we do have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. We just went over them all. We actually have a flash flood warning now for Santa Barbara in California, because these storms have been sitting over Santa Barbara for a long period of time now, you guys, and they are causing some very serious and dangerous flash flooding in that area. So stay alive, don't drive, right? That's the classic saying for flooded roadways, all right? So those are the storms we're going to be watching tonight. This is our 3rd live stream of the day. The event just keeps going up and down in terms of its activity. This is actually a live look from eastern Kentucky, where we have a strong thunderstorm just off to the north here. This is from Pikeville. This is Ryan Hull's weather cam here, if it will load up. And we should be able to see the storms, hopefully, if it does. Unfortunately, it's not looking like it's wanting to load today. That really sucks, doesn't it? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, let's take a look at another live cam. Unfortunately, there's not really any good ones in the area. We can take a look at Southwest Ohio. It's not really in the path of any storms, though, so I think we're just going to stick with no live cams for a little bit. All right, we technically have a marginal risk of severe weather here in West Virginia. These are weakening storms, though, maybe capable of producing some small hail and gusty winds, but overall, these storms out in the Charleston, West Virginia area are pretty much fizzled out at this point. The severe threat's pretty much done. We don't even have a severe risk anywhere else in the United States, but I'd honestly say that these storms out here in the Ohio Valley could cause some large hail and damaging winds, maybe an isolated tornado threat, but I don't really think a tornado is likely with these storms here. So, again, we have this storm out here that is severe warning in Indiana, and then also the one approaching Frankfort, Kentucky. So Frankfort, you need to be mindful of this storm. I know Frankfort's a pretty big city out there in Kentucky, one of the biggest, and you got a pretty nasty storm approaching you that's likely going to go right through the heart of Frankfort. So make sure that you do have a way to receive weather alerts if you're in the Ohio Valley tonight, just in case a severe thunderstorm pops up in your area. Let me go ahead and pull up chat here. If anybody has any questions about their location, go ahead and leave them down below. We are chilling here once again with live severe weather. Let's go ahead and drag this storm out here. This storm in Kentucky will be over Hooper in 6 minutes, Hemp Ridge in 8 minutes, Waddy in 11 minutes, Peytona in 12 minutes, Grafenberg in 16 minutes, Avenstoke in 17 minutes, Bridgeport in 20 minutes, Benson in 20 minutes, Evergreen in 21 minutes, Elton in 22 minutes, Ferndale in 23 minutes, Choteville in 23 minutes, Kenbeck in 23 minutes, Lanes Mill in 25 minutes, Nineveh in 26 minutes, and then the city of Frankfort in 26 minutes. So Frankfort, the downtown area, you got about half an hour here. So let's take it back out here to California for a second. Again, some minor rotation, man. That's why we do have the tornado possible tag on that severe thunderstorm warning. This special weather statement is very interesting. Winds up to 55 miles per hour, half-inch size hail, brief heavy downpours, cloud-to-ground lightning. Rotation is being detected with these storms, with a slight chance of a tornado spinning up. So, you have to look out there in that area. There are a few storms up here in the San Jose area, a little bit less intense. But areas like Santa Barbara, you've really got to watch out, guys. Hello, Mr. Storm. What's up? Good to see you. What are you thinking, Mr. Storm, about Monday's severe weather event? I know it's kind of all over the WX community right now. What are you thinking for Monday? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I'm thinking we're going to see some pretty significant stuff. It is a conditional threat, though, and recently conditional threats have been underplaying significantly in the United States. So it's all going to depend if things go the storm's ways. If they don't go the storm's way, then we may see nothing. We may not even see a single tornado. So I'm curious to see what you think, Mr. Storm. Again, if anybody's chatting, it will take me about 20 seconds until I actually get the chat message. I think we may see a moderate. Yeah, I think a moderate risk is a definite possibility. If anybody is chatting and you're like, why is he not reading my chat message? It's because there is a 20-second stream delay. What you can actually do to remedy that a little bit is if you go into your settings and do ×2 speed on the playback speed, that will cut the delay time down significantly on the stream, I do believe. I don't know if that works for me. I know it works on some streams. I stream with OBS, and a lot of other people do, so hopefully it works. But I don't know that for a fact, but it should work. It should help cut that delay time down. Just a little quick tip there. But yeah, anyway, I think a moderate risk of severe weather is definitely possible. I'm agreeing with Mr. Storm there. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we already have a hatch risk for tornadoes. The reason I say that is because we look at the day 3 outlook, right? Obviously, we got that enhanced risk. But if we look at the probabilities, we see we have a hatched risk, a day 3 hatched risk here. And this could be a hatch risk for hail. It could be a hatch risk for winds. We really don't know. But I'm thinking it's a hatch risk for tornadoes. That's already in effect for just a sliver of northwest Arkansas, portions of Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma. You got Radar Omega on your phone? That's cool. You got Radar Omega now. That's actually really good. Anybody out there watching, not a sponsor, but Radar Omega, probably one of the best radar apps that you can install right on your phone. You can get on computer. And you know, I have the subscription levels, but you don't need a subscription to do a lot of the things I'm doing on here. Like, you can look at the storms, you can look at live cams even, you can look at the Storm Prediction Center outlooks, you can do tons of stuff. You can obviously get the warnings. You don't even need, like, the crazy subscriptions to, have fun with Radar Omega. So anyway, our storms back out here along the Ohio River, they are, honestly popping off in terms of lightning production, especially this one out here in Indiana. Lots of lightning there. Again, still capable of producing 1-inch hail. Same thing with the one heading for Frankfurt, which, by the way, downtown Frankfurt, now you've got, like, 15 minutes until this storm's on top of you. Let's take it out here to West Virginia and look at these weakening thunderstorms. Yeah, they're really dying thunderstorms out here, man. Earlier they were so intense. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. That's true. Earlier they were so intense, a few of them even prompted tornado warnings. Got a whole severe thunderstorm watch out of it, and now they're just dead over the course of just a few hours. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty impressive hail core there on the one in southwest Indiana. Yeah, happy Easter, though, everybody. Anyway, I noticed this earlier. All the radars in Canada are out right now. It's odd. I don't know if there's like a widespread Canadian power outage or what. I mean, obviously that's not what actually happened, but all the radars are down for whatever reason. This one here, right on top of the Ohio River, south of Leavenworth, it's got my attention. It's having a bit of a lightning uptick, and that sometimes is a sign of a strengthening storm. Not always, but sometimes. It's kind of just been remaining the same level of intensity this whole time. By the way, new special weather statement. This is for the storm that previously was severe warned, so they're probably going to let this severe thunderstorm warning expired and just leave this storm with a special weather statement for 40-mile-per-hour winds and half-inch hail. So once this severe thunderstorm warning gets expired, it will probably not be reissued, and we'll be left with 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, we're really watching that one in Southwest California closely, right over Santa Barbara. Because we cannot rule out a brief spin up. We actually had a tornado warning in California yesterday, was it? Or was it 2 days ago? I don't know. But it was like an unexpected one, which is why I'm mentioning it. Because atmospheric rivers, they're so wacky. They usually don't get anything from the Storm Prediction Center, but they can still pop off things like this, where a tornado could drop soon. And again, we're not even saying a tornado is guaranteed, and if one does drop, it will be a brief spin up, most likely. I'd say there's about a 15% chance overall that this specific cell drops a tornado. It's pretty unlikely, but it is possible. Alright, you guys. Again, this storm is getting closer and closer to the downtown Frankfort, Kentucky area. Dude, look at you must be seeing an absolute light show out here. If anybody's down here, I doubt anybody is watching, but if anybody is in like Dale, Lamar, Fulda, St. Minrad, New Boston, you must be getting one heck of a light show. Yeah, the Pikeville cyclone port is still not working there from Ryan's weather house. This storm on the Kentucky-West Virginia border is not that intense anyway. It just barely warranted that special weather statement. Lots of messy rotation in the storm in CA. Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, it's been that way for hours now, I want to say. This is not the first severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag that this one has gotten. I mean, it's so interesting how the storm is flaring, and then as soon as it goes, it just disappears. It's messy rotation. Mr. Storm definitely described it a good way there. It's messy. But we'll keep y'all updated. And you may even be thinking, you know, maybe you're in Santa Barbara and you're like, what are they talking about? It's barely even sprinkling out here. There's no way a tornado is going to drop. It's possible. Again, it's not likely. It's possible. But you need to keep your guard up, I would say. By the way, guys, I'm pretty sure at this point we're allowed to call this a severe weather outbreak. We have had 12 reports of hail of 1 inch or larger and 8 reports of 60-mile-per-hour winds or higher from today. Let me actually go ahead and read those off. We had a severe thunderstorm watch. We had tornado warnings. I'm pretty sure this counts as a severe weather outbreak. So the hail reports, the biggest is $half size hail, so I'm not really going to read that off. We did get a 63-mile-per-hour gust in Maryland. Several gusts over 60 miles per hour in Maryland, actually. We do have trees down, reported in Buckhannon, West Virginia, as well as a tree down blocking a road in Arlen, Indiana. Several trees down in West Virginia, actually, blocking roads and stuff. lots of other strong gusts out there in Maryland. There could be some, like, serious wind damage there. Go watch our update we filmed together, y'all. Yeah, do it. Wait, which update? Are you talking about the old one? We need to do a new collab sometime. Mr. Storm and I were talking about doing one for this storm, but unfortunately the timings just didn't really work out for us. We could still do it. I mean, by the way, severe thunderstorm warning here in Indiana has expired. The one from a few days ago. Yeah, I mean, we only filmed one together, so I was like 99% sure what you were talking about, but just confirming. Let's take a look at the Santa Barbara storm again. Yeah, I mean, nothing majorly concerning at the minute. Again, it's like, I feel like if tornado watches were issued, if they were just issued for like a couple of counties, you know, like if one county was able to get a tornado watch, I feel like they would issue one here. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. Because really, the entirety of like these two counties should be on lookout here. Or is it just one big county? I don't even know. California's weird. That rotation north of Monticello looks sharper. Let's check that out. New radar scan on reflectivity. Yeah, it's getting a little bit stronger there. If a tornado were to drop, it'd be right in there, but at the minute, it's unlikely. We'll wait for this next velocity update, actually. Should come in within the next minute or so. Yeah, it may be trying to do something up here now. It may be trying. Again, it's just not strong enough. It's not tight enough. Not quite there yet. This storm near Frankfurt is not quite as impressive anymore, by the way. That could just be because of bad radar coverage, because we are starting to enter a pretty gnarly radar hole here, but we should be able to see it pretty good from here. Yeah, I mean, that's just a definitive less of a hail core there, I'd say. I don't know what that circle was. I was like, whoosh. Alright, so back out here to Santa Barbara. This is kind of the main storm we're watching at this point, honestly. This is supposed to be an Ohio Valley severe weather coverage stream, and now it's just California. Will a tornado drop? And anywhere in there from like Toro Canyon, Summerlin, Monticello, Santa Barbara, Mission Canyon, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning, and you are under the gun for that minor tornado threat. Are you excited for the eclipse? Very excited. Very excited. I told you this the other day, but I am in the path of totality. Just barely, but I'm in it. I don't want to give away like my exact location, obviously, but I am just barely in the path of totality. I still don't have eclipse glasses, though. Unfortunately, though, because this eclipse is happening in the spring, there's going to be way more cloud cover than there usually is during these eclipses, which is going to make it so much more difficult to see. I don't know if anybody watches the Super Bowl, but I was a little sad today whenever Illinois got wrecked by UConn. Did I say Super Bowl? I meant March Madness. I really hope I didn't say Super Bowl. That would be really embarrassing. I think I said March Madness. All of a sudden, I was like, wait, did I say Super Bowl? I hope I didn't. Can you look at the Long Island radar? Let's do it. Yeah, looks like some showers moving through there, actually. Maybe some isolated pockets of gusty winds possible there. And then, down here, actually, we do have some stuff going on in Delmarva. Again, just more kind of gusty showers, though. But yeah, the Long Island area could have that threat for some showers and gusty showers tonight. I did say Super Bowl. Oh, no. That makes me look so stupid. Okay, what? It's whatever. There's nothing I can do about it now. I feel so dumb. Ooh, what is this? What's this little guy doing down here? Just trying to move up to the coast here. And it may be trying to do some weak rotation thing as it approaches the area in between Ventura and Oxnard. Is it Ventura or Ventura? Just feel like I'm British or something to say Ventura. By the way, we do have a special weather statement now for the Frankfurt area. 45-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. That may make it sound like there's a new strong storm, but actually, it's just a continuation for this storm here, and it actually means this storm's weakening, because that most likely means they're going to let this severe thunderstorm warning drop. And then we'll literally just be left with this one down here in California. Let's look at the new reflectivity scan there in Kentucky. Yeah, the main area of hail is going to go straight through the downtown area of Frankfurt, most likely, so you're gonna want to look out there. Our storm in Indiana is much weaker now. Still doing quite a bit of lightning, though. Impressive amounts of lightning. We have another special weather statement for the storm in East Kentucky. Got extended here into Logan and Del Barton in West Virginia. 40-mile-per-hour winds, half-inch hail. I don't know why I said hail like that. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you're sitting in this severe thunderstorm warning and you're thinking, why the heck is there a severe thunderstorm warning? There's some sprinkles moving through. This isn't severe. The main reason that is there, honestly, is because the possibility of a tornado. It's not there because you're seeing your traditional severe thunderstorm. Like I said earlier, if they could issue a tornado watch just for this one county, they'd most likely do it. And that's kind of what this special weather statement's acting as. But there is, so like, okay, let me try to explain this in a way that actually makes sense. This is your area here. The blue box is your special weather statement polygon. That's the area that there is a possible chance of rotation developing soon. This is your area here in the severe thunderstorm warning that has a much higher chance of rotation or a tornado developing soon. They kind of issued that severe thunderstorm warning as, you know, another step in like, hey, you have an even higher chance here. This is the main area, but outside of that, if you're in the blue box, you could still see something as well, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, these California tornadoes and these atmospheric rivers are honestly pretty common with the kinds of atmospheric rivers we've had recently. Right, so yeah, our storm is right over Bridgeport right now, the main part of the hail core. It's moving up towards Frankfurt, the downtown area. Alright, let's go back down here. We actually do have a storm near Fort Branch that may try to do something. I don't know if that's weakening or intensifying, though. Let's check. Maybe a bit of intensification there. Maybe some storms there in between Linton and Jasonville in Indiana as well, capable of trying to do some small hail there or something. Oh, I just realized. I've been calling this town Monticello the whole time. It's actually Montecito. For some reason, my brain just read the T as two L's. It's actually Montecito. Monticello is like a much more common town name, I feel like, so that's kind of just what I was thinking. But no, it's actually Montecito. Our severe thunderstorm warning up here in Kentucky expires in 6 minutes. I'm thinking we're pretty much done here, guys, for tonight. Again, here's your cluster of showers that could develop rotation. Again, it's not even like they're thunderstorms that could develop rotation. There's showers and thunder showers that could develop rotation in the Santa Barbara area. You want to know what's crazy? California has had over twice, maybe not anymore, after the Plains event, maybe not. But I know before that, California had over twice the amount of tornadoes that Oklahoma has had so far this year. I think they've still had more than Oklahoma, but just not twice as many. That's crazy. And then Ohio's had like 10 times as many as Oklahoma. It's funny. Alright, you guys. We're going to end off the stream here unless anybody has any final questions. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning is going to expire in 5 minutes. And then this one over here is just a precautionary thing for a tornado. There's not necessarily a severe storm. And, even a tornado is not likely at this point. So, I'm ending off the stream here. Thank you all for tuning in. There will not be any more streams tonight. And, yeah, see you all next time. Peace.